everybody, it is that time again. It's video time. So, of course, as always, if you are picking up what I'm putting down on my channel, please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when I drop these videos and whatnot, and share my page on somebody else's page, share my videos and what have you. So let me get into it. I was thinking about a few different things I wanted to talk about. There's always a gazillion things on my mind, and I'm always trying to be I don't want to say picky, but just pick and choose my words and things that I decide to talk about. I want it to be poignant, relevant, something I feel strongly about or passionate about, or something important to me. So I spend time reflecting on different things before I decide to talk about just whatever. So I kind of want to just make a quick video and think about people, or have people in mind that are kind of like myself, if that makes sense. If it doesn't, let me explain. It's been a very trying time for a lot of people for a lot of different reasons, right? We already know all of that. Different situations for different people, but overall, it's been a trying time, to say the least, in the past 4 months or so for everybody. I just wanted to say and kind of encourage for any people like myself, even though I feel like we're kind of the minority right now. It's certain people like myself, and I won't go into every single detail as far as my thought process, my views on everything that is transpiring right now. But I will say this, for anybody who knows me personally, knows that I kind of am not in the same place as most people right now, don't have the same viewpoints, don't have the same ideology, is not looking at things the same way everybody else is. And because of that, and because of the times that we're in, and because of all the different things that are happening that are in the forefront of our faces, as well as the things that are going on in the background, it kind of puts people like myself kind of being ostracized, is one way to, because everybody is so very much so vehement about how they view everything going on right now, and the reasons why, that anybody, which seems to be the trend even before what's happening currently, that if you don't go along with every single thing that the majority is going along with, something's wrong with you and you get cast off to the side, which I'm not for that. I don't think that's right. We're supposed to be able to have difference of opinions, different views, different thoughts. God forbid you were to speak your thoughts to certain people. Oh my goodness, it's going to be a whole situation. There's going to be some smoke in the city if you say anything contrary to what everybody is saying. I just want to say to those people that are like myself, I just want to let you know you're not alone. Just because you're not seeing everything, agreeing with everything, the way everything is going down and what's happening and why, it's not just you. 1. 2, to anybody, wherever you fall, whatever you believe, don't believe, think about, agree with, don't agree with, whatever, people got to make choices, right? You got to make a choice. And I feel like the way things are happening, it's you really kind of you on this side or you on this side. I think that's unfortunate, but that's kind of what it's come down to. And the old saying, if you don't stand for something, you fall for anything. You gotta pick and choose where you stand, and you gotta be solid in it. Because nowadays, like I said, it's so, to me, harsh and ridiculous that if you were to even voice your opinion on certain things, people will be ready to be just off with their head. That's crazy to me. You can feel however you feel about whatever, you can feel passionately about stuff, but when we get to a place, when we've gotten to a place where we can't even talk, where we can't voice our opinions, when we can't disagree without being ridiculed and demonized and everything. That's not cool. And the other side of that is, besides encouraging the people who making a stand for what you're making a stand for, to like kind of send out like a signal like, yo, it shouldn't be that way. Like, even if it's people that you don't agree with, when we've gotten to a place where we cannot discuss, where we cannot talk, when we cannot, exercise the rights we're supposed to have. When we've gotten to that place amongst ourselves as people, as communities, as society, stuff is wrong, yo. Like, what have we been doing all this time? Like, what have we been doing all these years, decades, centuries of fighting for things and implementing laws and all these different things to get to a place that we're supposed to be, where we can have differences of opinions despite what others may think or feel, and that be okay. Gotten to a place where we got all this supposed freedom and ain't nobody free to voice your opinion unless you're in certain groups. That's a whole different conversation. I'm not gonna, but whatever. So, just like a wake-up call, just a little nudge from Handra. I'm Handra. Just a little nudge from over here, like, hey, if you see yourself doing that, if you see other people doing that, even if it's pertaining to a topic or situation that maybe you might fall whatever side you fall on, like, we should never be in a place where we just like, nope, not gonna hear nothing nobody gonna say, not trying to entertain anything different from me, just where you just put somebody down because you think you know everything. Like, if you look at history, the people who think they know everything, that's a dangerous place to be in. Those are the people who end up getting jacked up in the end. I'm just saying, look at history, movies, fiction, everything. The people who think they got it all figured out, and that's usually the powers that be, them the ones that eventually it crumbles. I'm just saying. But for real though, like, we can't be like that. If you feel yourself being in that place, maybe you need to stop and check yourself for a second and be like, maybe I need to rein it in. Maybe I need to come off of whatever high horse I might be on of thinking I know everything. Because you don't. None of us do. So that's one thing. And if you see somebody else and that you know, maybe you need to politely, in love, check your fellow man. I'm just saying. You're supposed to be able to do that. So that's all I want to say. Pick your side wherever you're at. Make your choice about what's best for you and yours and your life. Be okay with that, even if that's going against the norm. It's not easy, but that's what you got to do. Stick to it. And two, don't, be fighting against your fellow man over certain, how should I say this, thoughts and ideas, when it's really gonna like kind of defeat everybody in the end, when it's kind of like going against the whole purpose of how stuff is supposed to be set up, if that makes sense. So you're fighting so hard against your communities and society and people, but we're supposed to be able to have, discourse and have it not be a big deal and not have it just be like throw the person away or throw whatever away. That's defeating the purpose. So just some things to think about, to mull over the weekend, just saying. Anyways, I hope everybody is doing well, not just physically, mentally and emotionally and spiritually. I hope you all are doing well. I love all of y'all. And until next time, I'll talk to y'all later.